years, the world of cryptocurrency has operated in a gray zone, a wild west of innovation and volatility. But now, clarity is emerging from the chaos. This isn't another crackdown. This is the blueprint for the future. It's called the Genius Act, the Guiding and Establishing National Innovation for U.S. Stablecoins Act. And its passage through the Senate isn't just news, it's a seismic shift for the entire digital asset economy. The act mandates what the market has long craved: transparency, accountability, and a solid foundation for the digital dollar. One-to-one backing with cash and U.S. treasuries. Federal and state oversight. Clear rules of the road that define compliant stable coins not as volatile securities, but as legitimate instruments of payment. This is the bridge, the institutional on-ramp, the moment crypto puts on a suit and tie, ready to welcome trillions of dollars from the world of traditional finance. The message is clear: the United States is open for business. This is the story of Kaspa, a project born from the ideals of decentralization, speed, and pure, unadulterated proof of work. For those who followed its meteoric rise, 2025 has been a brutal test of faith. The euphoric all-time highs are a distant memory. In their place, a prolonged and vicious correction. The price, now hovering in the single-digit cents, tells a tale of immense selling pressure, of minor capitulation, and of a community gripped by fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Online forums are a battlefield of sentiment. For every diamond-handed believer pointing to the fundamentals, there are a dozen voices asking the hard questions. Has the momentum been lost? Why has the price detached so severely from the project's technological progress? Is Kaspa destined to be a ghost chain, a marvel of engineering with no market to serve? To understand the Kaspa paradox, you have to look beyond the price chart. You have to look at the engine. Kaspa is not just another blockchain. It's a block DAG, a revolutionary evolution of Nakamoto's original vision. Its Ghost DAG protocol doesn't discard parallel blocks. It embraces them, allowing for a transaction speed that leaves older chains in the dust. And the development has not stopped. Even as the price faltered, the builders kept building. The crescendo hard fork in early 2025 was a landmark achievement, pushing the network to an incredible 10 blocks per second. This isn't just a minor tweak. It's a supercharger, preparing Kaspa for a future of global-scale microtransactions. Furthermore, the ecosystem is beginning to bloom. The KRC20 token standard is now live, paving the way for developers to build decentralized applications, DeFi protocols, and a new generation of assets directly on Kaspa. Beneath the surface of the bloody price action, a critical metric has been climbing. The number of active Kaspa wallets has surged from 500,000 to nearly 2 million in 2025 alone. This isn't speculative froth. This is foundational growth. This is adoption. And this brings us back to the Genius Act. How does a new era of regulated, centralized stable coins impact a decentralized proof-of-work project like Kaspa? It seems like they exist in different universes. But in reality, their futures are deeply intertwined. Think of it this way: the Genius Act creates the safe, regulated superhighways for capital to enter the digital economy. Institutions and everyday users, who were once hesitant, can now confidently convert their dollars into stable, compliant digital assets. This is the great onboarding. But what happens once they are on this superhighway? They will need a vehicle. A vehicle for fast, cheap, and permissionless value transfer. A vehicle that isn't controlled by a single company or bank. A decentralized store of value that acts as digital silver to Bitcoin's digital gold. This is Kaspa's ultimate value proposition. Regulated stable coins are the perfect on-ramp and off-ramp. They are the stable base layer. But Kaspa is the settlement layer. It's the network you use when you want to send value across the globe in seconds, not days, for a fraction of a penny. It's the engine for the new digital economy that stable coins will help build. A user might hold their savings in a federally insured stable coin, but they'll use Kaspa to pay for a coffee, to send a remittance, or to interact with a decentralized application. The two don't compete. They complement. One provides stability and compliance, the other provides speed and decentralization. The road ahead for Kaspa is not guaranteed. It must fight to regain market confidence. Its community must weather the storm of volatility. Its developers must continue to innovate and foster a thriving ecosystem on its new KRC20 standard. But the pieces are being placed on the board for a new financial paradigm. The United States has laid down the rails for regulatory clarity. This will not be a world where one technology wins, but where a tapestry of solutions coexists. There will be a place for the regulated, and a vital need for the decentralized. For Kaspa, the 2025 bear market is its trial by fire. But for those who can see past the noise, the signal is clear. As the digital ocean grows calmer and deeper thanks to regulation, the fastest and most efficient ship in the sea will be in a prime position to capture the winds of the new economy. The stable coin gambit has been played. Now, the Kaspa conundrum finds its answer, not as a competitor, but as the essential, decentralized engine for the future of finance. A primary driver of this selling pressure is Kaspa's own tokenomics. With its rapid block production, the network issues a significant number of new KAS tokens every day. This high inflation rate, while designed to incentivize miners and secure the network, creates a constant stream of new supply that needs to be absorbed by the market. When demand wanes, this inflationary pressure can weigh heavily on the price. And the miners, the lifeblood of the Kaspa network, have been feeling the squeeze. As the price of KAS has fallen, so too has the profitability of their operations. The rising hash rate, a sign of a healthy and competitive network, has ironically exacerbated the issue, forcing miners to sell their newly minted KAS to cover their electricity and hardware costs. This creates a vicious cycle. Falling prices lead to increased miner selling, which in turn pushes prices down even further. Compounding these issues is the broader market sentiment. The euphoric bull run of 2024 has given way to a more cautious and risk-averse environment. In times of uncertainty, investors often flee from more speculative altcoins to the relative safety of Bitcoin and, increasingly, regulated stablecoins. This perfect storm has fueled a wave of FUD within the Kaspa community. Online forums, once filled with bullish price predictions and celebratory memes, are now rife with anxious questions and heated debates. Is the project dead? Will the developers abandon us? Have we been left behind? The FUD is not entirely baseless. Concerns about the lack of widespread adoption for Kaspa, despite its technological superiority, are valid. While the block DAG architecture is a marvel of engineering, the project has yet to see a breakout use case in the competitive realms of DeFi, NFTs, or enterprise solutions. The absence of listings on top-tier exchanges like Coinbase and the perceived centralization of development around a core team have also been points of contention, feeding the narrative of a project struggling to break into the mainstream. The road ahead for Kaspa is undoubtedly challenging. It must navigate the treacherous waters of a bear market, overcome the FUD that plagues its community, and deliver on its ambitious technological promises. But the story of Kaspa is a testament to the enduring spirit of innovation in the crypto space. It is a reminder that behind the price charts and the market sentiment are real people, building what they believe to be the future of finance. The Genius Act may be redrawing the map of the regulated crypto world, but the untamed frontier of decentralized innovation is still ripe with possibility. And for projects like Kaspa, with their unwavering commitment to a faster, fairer, and more open financial system, the journey, though fraught with peril, is far from over. The real test of genius, for both the regulators and the innovators, has only just begun.